Have you ever wondered how a giant company can collapse even after inventing the very technology that could have saved it? Today, let's talk about one of the biggest business mistakes in history, Kodak's failure to embrace the digital camera. The year was 1975. Inside Kodak's own research lab, a young engineer named Steve Sasson created the world's first digital camera. It was big, slow, and captured black and white photos, but it was revolutionary. When Sasson showed it to Kodak executives, their reaction was simple. "That's cute, but don't tell anyone about it." They believed digital photography would destroy their core business of film sales. And ironically, that fear became the exact reason they eventually collapsed. At that time, Kodak was not just a company, it was a global brand, controlling almost 90% of the US film market and 85% of the camera market. Their business model was simple: sell cheap cameras and make massive profits from film and photo printing. Every time someone clicked a picture, Kodak earned money. So the idea of a camera that didn't need film terrified them. They buried the invention instead of leading a new era. In the 1980s and 1990s, digital technology slowly began growing. Sony, Canon, and Nikon started exploring electronic imaging. Kodak saw the shift, but they hesitated every time. Their board believed digital would only grow slowly, giving them time. But the world was changing faster than they expected. More people wanted convenience over tradition. They wanted instant photos instead of waiting days for film development. Kodak tried to enter digital photography, but their biggest mistake was mindset. They approached digital products as if they were an extension of film. They still depended heavily on film profits and didn't want to disrupt their own business. This fear of self-cannibalization stopped them from innovating aggressively. Meanwhile, competitors who had nothing to lose kept improving digital technology year after year. By the early 2000s, digital cameras exploded in popularity. Kodak was still a famous brand, but it was no longer the leader. Ironically, Kodak did release digital cameras, but they were late, slow to adapt, and lacked the innovation that customers wanted. Their management still hoped film would survive, but customers had already moved on. The final blow came with smartphones. When Apple introduced the iPhone in 2007, photography changed forever. Suddenly, everyone had a camera in their pocket. No film, no memory cards, no printing. Kodak didn't just lose to digital cameras, they lost to a completely new ecosystem. Their business model had become outdated, and they had no backup plan strong enough to survive. In 2012, Kodak filed for bankruptcy. The same company that inspired generations, captured our childhood memories, and once dominated the global market, failed because they couldn't let go of their past. They had the talent, the technology, and even the first digital camera prototype, but they lacked the courage to disrupt themselves. Kodak's story teaches us a powerful lesson. Success can be dangerous. When a company becomes too comfortable with its existing profit model, it stops taking risks. And when it stops taking risks, innovation slows down. Kodak was not defeated by competitors, it was defeated by its own fear of change. In business and in life, the world keeps evolving. New ideas replace old ones, technologies shift, consumer needs change, and those who adapt survive. Those who don't disappear. Kodak serves as a reminder that no matter how big you are today, you must always be willing to rethink, reinvent, and embrace the future. If Kodak had embraced digital photography in the 1970s, they might still be the global leader. Instead, the company became a case study in business schools, an example of what happens when innovation is ignored. So, the next time you take a digital photo, remember this story. The technology that changed your life was born inside a company that failed to believe in it.